Hi, welcome to NTX Sports Hub. My name is Kyle.
Mr. Serrano.
Jose.
We're going to be talking about who our MVP candidate is halfway through the season, and we're going to talk about our Week 9 predictions as well. So, starting off with Jose, who do you think your MVP candidate is this year so far?
For sure, it has to be Russell Wilson because Russell Wilson has just been playing at another level this year. And honestly, like, the Seahawks, I thought that the Rams were going to easily win that division, but surprisingly, the 49ers have been, they're undefeated. But I still think the Seahawks, with what Russell Wilson has done in that offense, I think he's for sure the leading candidate as MVP.
I have a question for you.
All right.
Is it just Russell Wilson on the offense, or does he have weapons around him?
He does have weapons.
He's got Tyler Lockett, Chris Carson, DK Metcalf.
So does that make him the most valuable player?
I think so, because you're the quarterback. You got to be the head man on that offense.
If you look at teams like the Colts, where Andrew Luck, he left at the very beginning of the season and they had no hope at all. Jacoby Brissett came in there blinded, and he's doing what Andrew Luck couldn't.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable what the Colts have done this year.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
It's crazy. It really is. Because honestly, I felt like the Colts, with Andrew Luck, I felt like they were going to be a top team. And then after he retired, I was like, you know what, maybe Jacoby Brissett, I don't think he'll do that good. But wow, he's
impressing.
He shut up a lot of haters on the Colts that they weren't going to do anything this year. And he's definitely stepped up, but
my MVP candidate, I'm down to two right now. I'm down to Russell Wilson and Christian McCaffrey. McCaffrey needs to get his credit where his credit is due. Cam Newton went down. He has been absolutely balling. He has 1,200 total scrimmage yards halfway through the year. That's impressive.
Yeah,
first off,
he's definitely been balling out this year, and with Cam going down, they really needed that boost from him, and he's really helped. You can't forget about Kyle. He has stepped up, but I think it's mostly because McCaffrey has been playing really good.
He's got 13 touchdowns since Cam Newton went down.
It's crazy. Yeah.
It is.
So.
All right, so moving on, we're going to go down the Week 9 predictions, starting off with the Thursday Night Football game, the 49ers versus the Arizona Cardinals. I think this game is going to be better than most people expect. It's Kyler Murray. He's done really well this year. I think he's Offensive Rookie of the Year. I don't think there's a question about that.
I think he will.
But I got 49ers still. They can go to the Cardinals, but I think 49ers will come out. That defense is really good for that team.
It's going to be a blowout.
A blowout? You think so?
I don't think Kyler Murray is going to be able to put up much against the 49ers defense.
The 49ers defense is definitely one of the top defenses in the league, and honestly, the 49ers just are way too good. This is going to be, for me, it's an easy one, 49ers over the Cardinals.
So moving on, we got Texans versus Jags. This could be a good game as well because it's in Jacksonville. The defense for the Texans, they just lost J.J. Watt for the season. Feel bad for them. He's a good guy.
Yeah,
that defense is not that good, but their offense is just unbelievable. Deshaun Watson, he's killing it.
Yeah. I think with them losing J.J. Watt, that is going to affect them in the long run because, they look like a pretty good contender, but, with that loss, I don't know. And that defense is going to be as good.
It's also in London, which is basically the Jags' second home.
Yeah.
So I'm going Jags this game.
Jaguars.
Texans.
I think I'll go with Texans. I think Deshaun Watson is going to come in clutch late in the game.
Tear apart the Jacksonville defense. They don't have anybody. Jalen Ramsey was their last elite defender, and they just lost him.
They still got AJ Boye.
No,
he's still good.
He's not elite.
AJ Boye's a good corner, but he's not Jalen Ramsey.
Oh no,
he's not.
So moving on, at the Bears versus Eagles. Bears, you have to win this game this week, otherwise our season is over. We're not going anywhere if we don't win this game this week. We have to prove ourselves that we're going to win. It's in Philadelphia. The Eagles haven't looked that strong either.
No.
They had a good outing last week against the Bills, but the Bills, they looked like the last season's Bills 5-11 again.
Yeah.
But I'm going to stick with my Bears this week.
Yeah.
No, I think the Eagles' defense is going to shut y'all down.
Their defense is not that good this year.
Your offense isn't that good either.
Our offense isn't that good this year.
It's going to come down.
Their secondary, who do they have in their secondary right now? Besides Malcolm Jenkins.
I don't think
I can't even name anybody in their secondary.
It's going to come down to whichever kicker can make the field goals.
and we all know.
You don't want the double doink.
Yeah, no.
The curse.
Eddie Pinero, honestly, because when he made that game-winning field goal against the Broncos, I felt like y'all found y'all's permanent kicker.
I still believe
last
in him
week-
because he's a rookie. I mean, it's his first year in the league.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not panicking on the kicker yet. Mitchell Trubisky did his job last week.
he did do his job.
He brought us down the field to get into position to win the game.
He did.
And then we kneel for some reason. I'm like, we should get closer because it was like a 42-yard field goal still.
Yeah, but either way, I just feel like the Bears, their offense is just, that's the only question mark. I mean, the defense is there. It's just the offense has to produce more, and I think that's going to be the difference, and I'm going to go with the Eagles.
All right, so moving on, we have the Vikings and the Chiefs. This can be a really good game. The Chiefs, they put up a fight against the Packers last week. I mean, Matt Moore, he did his job. He did what he needed to do. It's just that defense.
Definitely.
It's not that good. But, it's in Arrowhead. They haven't been that strong, though, actually, in Arrowhead this year. They're like 1-3, I think, at home. But I don't see the Chiefs with that much talent on that offense. Even their defense, they have some good pieces over there. I don't see them going 5-4. So I had the Chiefs winning this game.
I think if Andy Reid was smart, he would decide to bench Mahomes even if Mahomes thinks he's ready, because he's still a young quarterback, and if they put him in this week, the amount of risk they're taking, it's too risky, and if he gets hurt or gets hit at all, then his career could be over.
Yeah,
True.
Yeah, and I mean, that injury, I mean, it looked.
Yeah, his knee literally came out of place.
It looked pretty bad. I mean, thankfully he was able to walk, off the field. But I think I'm gonna go with the Vikings, because the Vikings have a really, really good offense. I mean, Dalvin Cook has just played like amazing this year, and I think that's gonna be the difference, because really the Chiefs can't stop the run. They haven't been able to prove that, and I think the Vikings are just gonna run it up on their defense, and I think they'll win that one.
You know who Dalvin Cook didn't go off against? The Bears.
Yeah, but
Held them to like 50 yards.
Yeah.
But okay, moving on, we have the Colts versus the Steelers. The Steelers looked absolutely horrible. I don't care if they beat the Dolphins last week. They were down 14-0 in like the second quarter.
I mean, even them winning that game, it was
a terrible win.
It was a terrible win. It was.
Colts are gonna roll through this game, I think. Yeah. I don't see anything positive from the Steelers this year. Like, Mason Rudolph does not look good. Juju he had a good week this week. I mean, he did, but he has not had a strong season. But he hasn't had a good quarterback either.
That's
all
true.
year. But I got Colts rolling in this game.
Yeah,
6-2.
Yeah, Colts. I think it'll Colts easily. I mean, with Jacoby Brissett coming in, I mean, it's definitely helped them.
Yeah.
So
moving on.
No, I think we're gonna cut that out. I want to talk about Steelers. We're gonna cut it out. All right, Derek. Ready?
Yes.
I don't think that the Steelers can blame their issues on missing a quarterback, because if you're in the NFL, you're in the NFL for a reason. And so you gotta be the next man up. That's your opportunity to make the big money. That's why you worked your whole life there. So I don't think the quarterback is a problem. I think it's more of the coaching issues. I don't think Mike Tomlin's time in Pittsburgh is coming to an end very soon.
I think so too.
I think he's definitely in the hot seat for sure.
Yeah.
Because I mean, they just haven't looked good this year, and then the past few seasons, I mean, last year they didn't make the playoffs, but the past few seasons before that, they made the playoffs and just haven't been able to do anything. And I think it's time for them to move on. I mean, he's been a really good coach. It's just like lately, it's not his time anymore. No, I don't think so.
So moving on, this might be one of the worst games of the year.
I think it'll be a good game.
Jets versus Dolphins.
I think this will be
the Jets,
very entertaining. They
got one win against the Cowboys. That's honestly sad for Cowboys fans. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But then you have the Dolphins. They looked impressive in the first half against the Steelers.
Yeah.
And then they just do you see that play that they had in the end of the first half? They blitzed 8 guys and they left 2 guys wide open, and that was an easy touchdown.
Yeah.
Somebody drew a picture and they drew a big tank in the middle of the field. There's so much space you can just do it. But I think the Dolphins have to win a game this year. I don't see them going 0-16. I think this is the game they win.
You think this is the game they win? I think.
The Jets, think about it. Jamal Adams, he's pissed at the Jets right now because they just put him basically on the trade block. They were taking calls, and he said that he was hurt by that. Who knows how Bell's going to be like? They put him on the trade block too.
Yeah.
So I think the Jets are just like they're winding down. Like they're on the downfall. I thought they were going to be a good team this year, but injuries really hurt them and stuff. But I think Dolphins will get their first win because they're in Miami.
Yeah, they are. I think the Jets are gonna win. Le'Veon Bell, I feel like he's gonna have a field day out there with against that Dolphins defense, and I feel like they're gonna win. I think this is gonna be an entertaining game because I mean it's two bad teams, and like I think it will be a good game.
Definitely.
I'm gonna go with Jets.
So moving on, we have the Green Bay Packers heading to LA to play the Chargers. The Chargers, they're such an inconsistent team.
I call it. In the season prediction, we can roll the clip back. I said they're going to be my disappointing team. They have not looked good this year.
Melvin Gordon, I don't know what's going on with him. He's averaging 2.5 yards per carry.
Yeah, he's
2 touchdowns. And he remember he had that holdout. He's like, "Oh, I need that big money."
And then
he ain't looking like that right now.
He fumbled at the goal line against Tennessee. Like, that was just terrible, man. They had the win right there, and he fumbled.
They did. They honestly, they should be 4-4 right now.
Yeah, they should.
Like they should be.
I feel like they should. I don't think Melvin Gordon stays any longer with LA because Austin Eckler has proved to be a number one running back.
He is really
and I
good.
think they should stick with him, and Melvin Gordon they got to ship him out of there.
Yeah.
I don't think it doesn't fit with them.
Now I still believe the Chargers can still go 8-8. They got a pretty solid team, but they're ruining Philip Rivers' time left.
Yeah.
Like he's running out of time.
Yeah.
This is kind of a toss up for me. I think the Chargers are actually going to pull off an upset.
You think the Chargers?
Because the Packers are going to lose eventually. They're not going to go 15-1.
I think they're gonna.
I think this is kind of like a trap game for them.
I really think they're gonna blow them out because honestly, the Chargers have not looked good this year, and I called it. I knew they weren't gonna do good this year, and I just think the Packers are gonna have a huge win in LA. I mean, they don't even. The away fans have more. There's like more away fans at the games.
That is true.
I think the Packers will come show out.
I don't know. It's just like.
The Chargers' defense hasn't been good. Like
it hasn't.
They've missed Derwin James.
Yeah.
Dearly. Like they need him back.
They really do. And I mean, Joey Bosa hasn't been able to do it all by himself, and so I just think it'll be Packers.
I think
easily.
Aaron Rodgers and Aaron Jones are gonna have a good game. I think it's gonna be a bunch of dump off passes the whole game, and it's just gonna run out the clock. And Chargers will come up on the bottom.
So moving on, we have the Cleveland Browns against the Denver Broncos.
It's going to be a good game.
This is...
Calling it.
First off, everybody expected the Broncos... everybody expected the Broncos to be bad, I think. But everybody expected the Browns to do so good.
Yeah,
and they have not looked good at all.
That's true.
I think the Browns will win this game because I don't even know who they're starting this week. The Broncos,
Brandon Allen is gonna.
I've never heard of him in my life.
He's gonna be the star for the rest of the year because I'm done with Flacco.
No.
Flacco's been just terrible. I'm done with him. Brandon Allen, he's gonna go off.
No, he's not.
He's gonna prove to himself. I mean, eventually we're gonna have Drew Lock come in, but I think the Broncos will easily get this win.
Yeah.
Browns have been bad.
No, Browns are gonna win this game.
We're at home.
Nobody's gonna. I mean, Chris Harris can guard Odell.
He can.
But I think Odell's gonna finally have his first good week of the year besides the Jets.
That's if Baker Mayfield can throw the ball.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He needs to stop talking and just do his job.
Exactly.
He's not doing his job, so you need to stop talking and do your job.
Yeah.
All right. So moving on, we have the Patriots versus Ravens. This is going to be one heck of a game.
This is for
the
sure.
Patriots are finally playing their first real opponent of the year.
For real, they really.
I mean, the Bills. I really don't see that as a real opponent.
It was close.
They're not that good.
It was close, but I mean, after what they showed last week against the Eagles, it just looked bad. But
I mean, you look at their schedule though. Who do they play?
Yeah, that's true.
They almost lost to the Dolphins. They got kind of lucky on that game.
They really did.
But I really believe. They're in Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
This defense is going to finally get their first game to really prove themselves that they're elite defense. Because when you get 4 turnovers against the Dolphins, 2 touchdowns, I mean, you can't really prove yourself on that.
That's true.
So I think the Ravens are going to pull it off.
I think so too. I think with them being at home too, which is another thing. I think Lamar Jackson is gonna have.
He's having a good year.
He is.
He's having a really good year.
And I think everyone says that Belichick has the perfect scheme for young quarterbacks. I think Lamar Jackson's gonna prove that he's an elite quarterback, and I think he's gonna go off this game for sure.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
He's been one heck of a runner.
Yeah.
His passing has gotten a lot better from last year.
Heck of a lot better.
Yeah, he's gotten a lot better.
Yeah.
All right, so moving on to the last game, we have the Monday Night Football game, the Dallas Cowboys versus the New York Giants. Dallas, they looked really strong against the Eagles heading into their bye week. They absolutely blew them out.
Yeah.
The Giants have been on the downfall. They lost to the Lions last week, and then they lost to the Cardinals before that. Everybody knew they were going to lose to the Patriots, but
they also haven't had a healthy team all year.
That's true, but y'all did get Saquon Barkley back now, which I'm kind of happy for fantasy,
Yeah.
Very happy about that. But I think Dallas rolls with this win.
No, I think the Giants are gonna come out on top. It's in MetLife.
In MetLife. Yeah.
We actually have some weapons back this week. Daniel Jones is gonna be starting, and last preview we saw against Daniel Jones and the Cowboys, he was actually running down the field besides that butt fumble he had.
Yeah.
That shouldn't have happened.
I think I'm agree with you. I think the Giants are gonna pull this one off. It's just the Cowboys. They did blow out the Eagles, but again, they lost to the Jets.
I do see that. Here's the way I look at it. If the Giants win, they need Saquon Barkley to have at least 150 rushing yards. At least, and he's gonna have to have 2 touchdowns. Which I hope he does, honestly, because helps fantasy for me.
Yeah.
And I need Zeke to have a good game too.
And Daniel Jones. I feel like he's gonna have a good game, and I'm gonna go with the Giants. I just don't trust the Cowboys. They're
so inconsistent. You don't know what to expect from them.
You really don't. And I think this week they're gonna lose to the Giants.
And the Giants just picked up Leonard Williams from the Jets.
That was a nice pick.
That was a nice shirt.
That was a very nice pick.
Well, he's on his last year of his contract, but if he resigns, then that was definitely a steal.
Hey, he didn't go that far. He just went from MetLife Stadium to MetLife Stadium.
Yeah, exactly. So he stayed at home, pretty much.
Yeah. Thank you for watching NTX Sports Hub. We're going to have weekly content dropping for you guys every single week.
And if you want to keep on seeing that content, make sure you hit that big red subscribe button and turn on post notifications because it's about to get wild.
And make sure you follow all of our social medias. The link's going to be down in the description.
Don't forget to hit that like button. Until next time.
Man, what a time.
It's alright.